fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. To speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams.
Herbert's pass.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Chargers first down.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Buccaneers 9.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a first down. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. To throw, it's Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Now you think about Tom Brady and these Chargers. For a long time this offseason, the thought was that L.A. might be a leading contender to land his services, what with the new stadium opening and all. But in the end, the Chargers got their quarterback of the future in Justin Herbert, and Brady wound up in Florida.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He gets it to Brown, complete.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
55. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Watch the run. Watch the run. Let's go on. No, 66. Watch 49.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 30 yards there. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did.
Short of the goal.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack, and this time he is in. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
1st down, Los Angeles.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
1 yard gain.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Herbert. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brady. He'll find Miller. That's complete.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
In punt formation for the Buccaneers.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Their own 42-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down.
Herbert has it knocked free, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. To throw is Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 14-7.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll find Williams on the slant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
When I watched Mike Williams play receiver at Clemson, one of the things I was drawn to, his toughness. This is a guy who took some big-time hits out in the field as the #1 receiver and kept finding ways to make plays. And finally it's paid off for him because in 2019, had his first 1,000-yard season in the NFL and averaged over 20 yards per catch.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Touchdown,
Jared Cook. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The kick is
and his kick is right through.
Ties the game at 14. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together. Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Running on 1st down, Eckler fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Levante David in on the tackle. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Brings up 2nd.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of 15.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Herbert.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Brings up
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Herbert has it knocked free, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as
his guys will get the football back. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Hey, 66. Don't stand it.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
72. Hey, 2nd.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Buccaneers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On play action, it's Brady. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Alert! Seal, we got to seal, we got to seal. Good track, good track. Mike 9, Mike 9. Hey, we got to get tonight. Mike over there. Let's go, tight end. Back and reload.
Brady to throw again. And he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Quick slant to Brown. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Here's Bradley Pena now. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is brought in at the 21. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Man open left side, it's Williams.
Herbert.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On the ground, it's Eckler. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have...
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, whenever you talk about players that really broke out in the 2019 season, you better add Chris Godwin to that list. Over 1,300 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. He was 2nd among receivers last season receiving yards per game at 95. This guy combines great body control, excellent strength, and terrific route running ability to become a really big downfield threat.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 24, Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21. Chargers.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
15. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
From the gun, Herbert. He's got a man. It's Williams. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had to feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Intended for Chris Godwin. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got a man, complete. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Back now in Tampa. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. Through an opening, and there he goes. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Brady will try again on 2nd down.
He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play. Brady to Gronkowski. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun. Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line.
Now Brady again. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And there's a nice catch there by Rob Gronkowski. We all know the story. Came out of retirement, got himself traded to Tampa Bay from New England in order to reconnect with his favorite quarterback. And no one has caught more Tom Brady touchdowns than Gronk, and he expects to add to that total in Tampa Bay.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. 11 yards there, 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Herbert's pass.
They'll get a couple yards on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. That's pulled in at the 32. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Uchenna Nwosu in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another try after the first down sack. Brady now a dead, and that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back to throw. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rob Gronkowski, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them inbounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. Now Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Chargers first down.
Herbert now to throw. Allen's got it over the middle. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. First down, and they stick with Eckler. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
Second and 4 at the Bucs' 23-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now second and 4. Here is Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Today's final score.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So, for the Chargers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the